Hi kindergartners, welcome back. We are back with our library books, 3 more stories today. And this is the last of our library books, the last of the stories chosen by you all. But that's okay, we still have more stories. I have more books that I got from the classroom. So, yeah, we'll jump into those. Some of them are new, some of them are old favorites, but we'll get into those tomorrow on the next read aloud. But today we have these 3 stories. We have Parker Looks Up, An Extraordinary Moment, A Unicornio y Caballo. This one is in Spanish again. Remember, Miss Boots doesn't speak Spanish. Usually our friends in class who do speak Spanish help me out with the words, but I'm gonna have to try my best right now since I don't have your help. Some of the words I know, so like caballo, pretty sure that means horse. So this one will be about unicorn and horse, and we'll find out what adventures they go on together. And then finally, we will end with Something Beautiful. And this was chosen for one of our students, Sharon, and it was written by Sharon Dennis Wythe, illustrated by Chris K. Soenpie. I think that's how you say their name. But we'll jump in and we'll find out what's going on in these stories. Here's our first one. Parker Looks Up, An Extraordinary Moment. Parker Looks Up. Here's our title page, by Parker Curry and Jessica Curry, illustrated by Brittany Jackson. Parker Curry loved to dance. Dressed in her favorite tutu, she imagined she was a dancing queen. But one rainy Tuesday, instead of going to dance class, Parker's mom said, "Let's go to the museum." Ava too. Parker loved visiting the museum almost as much as she loved twirling and leaping in the air. She pulled on her boots. Mom and her sister Ava buttoned up their jackets. "Have fun, girls," "Aye, Dad," and off they went. Splashing and smiling, and surprise! Gia, Parker's best friend, greeted them from the top of the museum steps. Yay, it's Gia! Once inside, the friends hurried down a long hall, looking at the paintings all around them. They saw prancing horses, blooming flowers, a bushy mustache, a shiny jeweled necklace, 2 peacocks with red eyes, and a basket of slimy fish. Ew. And feathers, lots and lots of brilliant feathers. Hurry up, Ava! When Gia spotted a playroom, she raced ahead. Parker charged after her. "Let's make silly faces." After Gia stuck purple hair onto the easel and Parker added a pirate hat and sunglasses, it was time to go home. Time to go, girls! Skipping down the hall, the girls spied a row of frilly white tutus. Parker raised her arms. Gia spun around and around and around. "Wait for me," Parker called, dancing after her friend, until she froze in her tracks, spellbound. Parker Curry looked up. A portrait of First Lady Michelle Obama loomed before her. She had rich brown skin just like Parker, and kind, familiar eyes that reminded Parker of her mother, her grandmother, her sister, and yes, even of herself. How could someone look so real and so magical all at the same time? Who is she? Parker's mother's voice filled the air, her words coming to rest squarely on Parker's tiny shoulders. Mother, lawyer, writer, caring, hero, friend, sister, courageous, smart, inspirational, confident, dynamic, advocate, honest, volunteer, mentor, hopeful. "She is a queen," Parker whispered, unable to look away, to move, to breathe. In that moment, Parker saw more than just a portrait. She saw a road before her with endless possibilities. Suddenly, Parker felt a small hand in hers, and the spell was broken. "Come look, Ava," she said, putting her arm around her little sister and standing tall. For Parker Curry was feeling powerful and strong, and even though she hadn't moved, inside she was dancing. The end. And these are notes from the authors and the illustrator. Thank you for choosing that book, friend. That was a really good one. So they went to visit the National Portrait Gallery. Let me see if I can find the picture. The museum that they went to is called the National Portrait Gallery, and that is at the Smithsonian. Let me see. Yeah, so the National Portrait Gallery is at the Smithsonian American Art Museum, and that is in Washington, D.C. But that's where all of those portraits are that the artist did. Very cool. Thanks, friend. That was a good choice. Here we go with Unicornio y Caballo, unicorn and horse. What are they going to do together? Unicorn and horse. Unicornio y caballo. Este es unicornio y este es caballo. This is unicorn and this is horse. Unicorn is a unicorn. Unicornio es un unicornio. Horse is not a unicorn. Horse is just a horse. Unicorn has a horn, long rainbow hair, and sparkles. Horse doesn't have any of those things. Unicorn always likes to eat pink cupcakes. Horse doesn't. He likes to eat hay. When unicorn runs and jumps, it makes rainbows and beautiful clouds. But when a horse runs and jumps, it just makes dust clouds. Unicorn likes to sing and dance. Horse does not. Unicorn likes to put flowers in its hair, and when it jumps, it goes ja, ja, ja. Horse doesn't really like to do that. Doesn't like to put flowers in its hair. When horse jumps and prances, it makes the sound. The unicorn is always happy, enjoys everything. Unicorn is very joyful. Horse is not. Horse is usually grumpy. Oh, the horse is with the rain cloud. Oh boy. All the friends and animals like to play with Unicorn, and Unicorn likes to play with them too. Squirrel likes to throw rings and toss them onto Unicorn's horn. The bird likes to play with Unicorn's hair and twist it around the horn. They like to have picnics together and eat cupcakes and have a good time. Unicorn asks, ¿Quieres venir con nosotros, caballo? La pregunta Unicornio. Do you want to come join us, Unicorn? Horse asks, do you want to come join us, Horse? Asks Unicorn. No, no me gustas. The horse says, no, I don't want to. Oh. But Unicorn really wants the horse to join them. Horse says, I don't want to play with you. But one day there were two robbers. They had a great idea. They were going to steal Unicorn and sell the Unicorn so that way they could make lots and lots of money. Because they knew if they got their hands on a magical unicorn, oh my goodness, they would be rich. So una noche, cuando todo el mundo dormía, so one night when the whole world was sleeping, they snuck into the forest where the animals were sleeping, tied up Unicorn, and snuck off away with the Unicorn. Uh-oh. They put Unicorn in their car and drove away as fast as they could. But their car was too loud. It made lots and lots of noise that woke up our first two our animals, the two mice. They were the first ones who woke up. Rapido, quick, we have to save the unicorn. So they went and they called the other animals. They asked the squirrel if it was fast enough to catch the unicorn. Yo no puedo, I can't run that fast. They asked the bird. Yo no puedo, I can't fly that fast. They asked the fox. Yo no puedo, I can't run that fast either. And they asked the turtle, la tortuga. Y yo no puedo, I can't run fast enough to catch the car either. There was only one animal that was fast enough to catch the car, and they all know who it was. Caballo lo penso. Y lo penso. Y lo penso. The horse thinks and thinks and thinks. And finally, he starts running. Or the horse starts running. Could be a he or a she. The book didn't tell us if it was a boy or a girl. You get to choose. Ikorio. Ikorio. It runs and runs. Finally, horse catches up with the unicorn. Horse frees the unicorn. And they escape out of the car and go back to the forest together. Now, gracias le dijo unicornio. Thank you, says the unicorn. De nada, le contestó caballo. You're welcome, the horse tells her. And they share a cupcake together. Now, este es caballo y este es unicornio. This is horse and this is unicorn. Now, horse likes to eat cupcakes. And now unicorn likes to eat hay. Now when horse runs and jumps, that makes unicorns. Not unicorns, rainbows. And now when unicorn runs and jumps, it makes dust clouds too. Now the horse likes to run with his friends. And now unicorn still plays with the friends. But now they do everything together. They share with each other. Caballo y unicornio son amigos. Unicorn and horse are friends. They are best friends. The end. Thank you for choosing that book, friend. It was nice to see the unicorn and the horse ending up being friends and playing with each other at the end. I thought unicorn or the horse was going to be sad the whole time. And so it's up to you if you want to decide, because it didn't tell us if the unicorn was a boy or a girl, and then it didn't tell us if the horse was a boy or a girl. So you get to choose. Boy, girl, either one is fine. Alright, friends. Last story today is Something Beautiful. Something Beautiful by Sharon Dennis Wyeth. That's a tricky name. Wyeth. When I look through my window, I see a brick wall. There is trash in the courtyard and a broken bottle that looks like fallen stars. There's writing in the halls of my building. On the front door, someone put the word die. Where I walk, I pass a lady whose home is a big cardboard carton. She sleeps on the sidewalk wrapped in plastic. I run past a dark alley where Mommy told me I must never stop. Behind a fence, there's a garden without any flowers. Mommy said that everyone should have something beautiful in their life. Where is my something beautiful? The teacher taught me the word in school. I wrote it in my book. B-E-A-U-T-I-F-U-L. Beautiful. I think it means something that when you have it, your heart is happy. I go to Miss Delphine's diner. Hi there, Sugar Pie, says Miss Delphine. What are you up to? I'm looking for something beautiful, I tell her. Sit down for a minute, she says, as she goes to the grill. She puts on fish. The fish sizzles. Miss Delphine makes it into a sandwich. There's nothing more beautiful than tasting my fried fish sandwiches, she tells me. My teeth sink in. This is good. When I go back outside, I see some of my friends. Do you have something beautiful? I ask them. I have my jump rope, says Sybil. I have my beads, says Rebecca. Check out my new shoes, says Jamal. My fruit store Is one beautiful store, says Mr. Lee. You do have nice apples, I say. Thank you, says Mr. Lee. Take one. Watch my moves, says Mark, playing ball in the playground. Hear my sounds, says Georgina, dancing on the sidewalk. Touch this smooth stone, says old Mr. Sims, sitting on his front steps. All these years I have carried it in my pocket. Through the big window in the laundromat, I see Aunt Carolyn holding baby Carl. Where are you off to, little miss? She asks me. I'm looking for something beautiful, I say. She hands me Carl and folds up the clothes. I tickle Carl and he giggles. He makes me giggle too. My baby's laugh is something beautiful, says Aunt Carolyn. I go back home and I sit down on my steps. I look at the trash in my courtyard. I see the word die on my door. I go upstairs and get a broom and a sponge and some water. I pick up the trash, I sweep up the glass, I scrub the door very hard. When dye disappears, I feel powerful. Someday I'll plant flowers in my courtyard. I'll invite all my friends to see. I will give a real home and a real bed to the lady who lives in a cardboard carton. She will sing and I will hear her song. Mommy comes home from work. She gives me a great big hug. Do you have something beautiful, I ask her. Of course, she says. I have you. The end. And this is a note from the author about something beautiful that her mom gave her. Her mom gave her a special pitcher, right here. A pitcher is something that you can fill up with any kind of liquid like water or juice or something, milk, and then you can pour it out. It sounds a little bit like picture, but pitcher is a little bit different. It's a container that you can use to pour things out. And this is a very special, fancy one that reminds her, the author, of her own mother. So, down below, there's going to be an activity, and on Seesaw 2, I wonder if you can find your own something beautiful. So think. Where's your something beautiful? Thank you, friends, for choosing these stories. These are really good. I hope you enjoyed reading them with me. So yeah, check in Seesaw, find out whose story belonged to who. Check down below for the activity for today that goes along with the books. And I will see you guys next time. Take care of yourselves, take care of each other. I love you and I miss you, and I will see you again next time.